Hello, I'm Ruth Medd, the chairman of Charley's Chocolates, and today I'm going to be interviewed by Charley, who is our marketing person, so I can tell you a bit about my background and how I came to be the chairman. Okay, well, I became an investor in Charley's sort of serendipitously when a Women on Boards member asked me if I'd like to become an investor. Prior to that, I founded with a business colleague Women on Boards, which is an initiative to get more women onto boards. So since about 2000, I've been a non-executive director, and I focus mainly on small-ish private company boards, some government boards, and also Women on Boards, which technically is a private company, but it's more of a for-purpose organisation. So the other boards I'm on, interestingly enough, are clearly Women on Boards, Charley's Chocolates, where I'm currently the chair. I chair two education companies, Australian Health and Science Institute, and until recently I was on the New South Wales Historic Houses Trust, which was a load of fun. So I hope that gives you a bit of background. And prior to all that, I was an executive in a whole range of places. So here I am. As a matter of policy, personally, have invested in Australian early stage companies. So I've got a collection of very eclectic things in my portfolio, in addition to all the other things I put investments into. And I love chocolate, you know? I love wine, I love chocolate, I love bike riding, I love cocoa trees in the background here. And so when successful business, I thought, well, that's worth a bit of an investment. And I won't tell you some of the more obscure other things I've invested in, but it's something for another day. And some of them are fairly hilarious and they're jogging along, and one day they'll be hugely successful, just like Charley's. A wine lover since I was a very young person, and I've spent a lot of effort being part of wine clubs and getting to know a lot of people who are very good wine tasters. So some of those people are investors in Charley's and some of them are friends of mine. So I thought the opportunity was with us to do some comparisons between wine and chocolate, because I remember years and years ago I was at a believe it or not, Canberra Wine Club event, when the person who was introducing the wine to go with dessert said, well, we've got a chocolate dessert this evening, and chocolate is very difficult to pair with a good wine that matches. And that resonated with me. And so I've taken up the challenge and asked my colleagues, Mervyn and Fred, to write some tasting notes. So that's the basis of the blog that I've just put together to show how you can match chocolate with wine, and it can be done. So that's one of my foodie activities, shall we say. And I hope you enjoy reading it, even if you're not a wine drinker, but give it a go. It's very interesting. I think probably the slightly sturdier items like Kaka Island and also the other single origins probably go very well. Some of those with additions go particularly well also, but I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. You can read the blog and see what we've recommended. And this is, of course, the second blog we've written on wine and chocolate. So there's a link to the prior blog as well. So please enjoy our offering. Charley's is about growing cocoa in far north Queensland and making chocolate from locally grown cocoa, some imported cocoa, and clearly using local ingredients for those chocolates that have got additions in them. So some of the things that I'll be writing about in future blogs is basically rainforests in far north Queensland, because we've got a few at Charley's, believe it or not. Also, we're interested in supporting the development of the Queensland cocoa industry from a slightly selfish point of view, but also to do something for the country. And we're also, from my other roles, I'm interested in improving the lot of women and children. And that, in the cocoa context, really gets back to the issues in Western Africa, where cocoa is grown, and there's lots of evidence of child exploitation. So that's some of the themes that I hope I can bring to Charley's as a sort of adjunct to the main purpose, which is growing fabulous chocolate and thoroughly enjoying it. So thank you for the opportunity to talk to you, Charley. It's been very pleasant.